everybody, it's Tamara. Well, we just wrapped up not only lesson 10 and 9, so 9 and 10. Not only did we do that, we just wrapped up the whole series. We just wrapped everything up, and I'm just so excited we got through this new this new thing that I'm doing that the Lord had asked me to do, and I'm very, very excited. And those of you who have jumped on board and took this with me, thank you so much. We just completed number 9 this week, and number 9 was love does not delight in evil, but rejoices in the truth. That was a big one. And we also just finished lesson 10. Love always protects, hopes, perseveres, love never fails. Now that was one of my favorite ones. Actually, all of them are good, but we finished all of it. And so that was the beginning. And so that part, that first series of classes was just the beginning, because we're going to get into the rest of the fruits of the Holy Spirit. And that's what this is all about, is what are we feeding ourselves? We feed ourselves food to nourish us, nourish our bodies, but we need to feed ourselves the fruits of the Holy Spirit to feed our spirit. First thing we did was love. This is all about love, right? So that's number 1. So next week we're going to start on joy. We're not going to do 10 classes on joy. No, I just wanted to do a big one on love, because it's so big, and we need to have love as the foundation before we can even move into other things. We need to understand that the words that we speak, the things that we think, it alters our life one way or another, good or bad. So that is in our actions. That's in the things that we say. It's attitude. It's what we allow around us. It's how we treat people. It's how we operate in our life on a daily basis. It's our marriages. It's everywhere. And we need to have that foundation of understanding what are the different components to love. There's so much. I mean, we did 10 classes, but there's so much more. And I believe that when you go through if you have done the workbook and you did your journaling and your writing, that you came up with a number of things yourself, for yourself and your personal growth. And I hope that you got a lot out of this. And this will help you to get ready for the next thing that we're going to. And it's all about inside here. It's our character. It's character refinement. And I believe that our words have, actually, I heard this quote today and I wrote it down. So let me read this to you. I just thought they were so interesting, so good, and so perfect. So we talk a lot about words, but let's just talk about this for a second, since we're closing. Watch your thoughts. They become your words. Watch your words. They become your actions. Watch your actions. They become your habit. Watch your habit. They become your character. Watch your character. It becomes your destiny. And it all starts with your thoughts. I don't know who the author is of that, where the quote comes from. I heard it from, doing my research for this. It was a quote that she had, since she never mentioned who the person was. But anyway, I just thought that was so perfect. So perfect. What we put in here is going to come out here. And what we put in here, are we going to believe it? Are we going to act on it? So we set the stage for our life. We set the stage for our destiny. But it's all inside of here. It is character, 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 character. And so we are changing the landscape of our lives with our words. So that's why the homework is so important. That's why doing the workbook was so important. And I hope that you continue, because when we get into the next phase, there's no workbook, but I will be discussing a lot of different things. And I'm hoping that you will continue to write in a journal, getting yourself a journal, or maybe just a spiral notebook like this or something, and just write as we go along, because it will change your life. And that's what it's all about. It's all about changing a life to be more than what you thought you could be, to to let God work in here to become the person that He's always wanted you to be. And now you're ready to hear Him. You're ready to sit down and actually listen to what He wants to say to you, because we go through life being so contrary, having a life that's so contrary to what He wants, and we're battle. We want to fight for our rights. We want to fight for our rights as a woman, as a wife, and all those different things. And there's nothing wrong for standing up for our rights. But let's see what's going on here. What's going on here? Why are we so angry? Why are we protesting all the time? Is there any validity to it? Is there anything to it? Do we need to forgive some people? Do we need to check how we speak to people? Do we need to just look at everything differently from God's perspective? That's what this is all about. So anyway, so we'll wrap this up, and we're getting in a new phase next week on Monday. So I'm excited about it. And when we get finished with that, we're going to move on to something else. But we are working on here right now. We're working on what's going on in here, right? And making that strong so we can present our best self out there to the world and our family and everything. So anyway, thank you again. Thank you for participating and completing this whole thing. And I hope that you got a lot out of it. I do. And so we'll see you next week, and we'll start with the next one, which is joy. Mm-hmm. So anyway, have a wonderful weekend, and we'll talk to you later. Thanks a lot. God bless you. Bye.